Most
Go
high's the
back here.
reason for my heart's bleeding, for my sleep is seeking. For all the things that I've been peeping.
Alright, see, you be able to go live there. Whenever you take to go live, now go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube.
See, now it's live. Alright, so whenever you ready.
All lives gotta have more meaning than another nigga dead in the paper I'm reading. Baby mama bitching every time that she's speaking. Talking like she's gonna take the kids and she's leaving. How we go from kids to ending up in the deep end? Sink or swim, lose or win, shame or sin. Where does the change begin? And when does the bullshit end? Cause I wake up in the morning, gotta do it again. Go to sleep, go to work, and just do it again. Damn. Can't pretend, cause when you stand out, it's hard to blend. And what I stand for, don't fold the bend. Cause I heard real folks still got too many friends. Cause when you speak the truth, then you tend to offend. While I'm gripping his pen, Lord please have mercy on me, amen.
It's time for my people to come together and rise up. The only way we gonna take our royalty back, man, is if we do just that, man. Take it back. Kwame Yashala, nigga. Stop us to rise out of our oppression. A wise man told me each one teach one. So I need you to reach out to your brothers and sisters and teach them, man. There's no reason to still be getting on the street in this day and age, man. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Shalom, Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Your Honor. And we like to let you know that the white man is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. Right. Today we want to get into a topic to help our people understand how to get out of this condition that we're living in right now. You got to understand that every empire has been on top, and everybody always felt like that empire was never going to fall. You understand? All the empires before were great empires that people looked at like they would never not be in rulership, you know what I'm saying? And every one of those empires failed.
Right.
Each and every empire in history has failed, and this empire, which is America, is going to fall.
Right. Right.
So all we got to do is just look at history and see how it played out to see how the hell we going to get out of here. And what we got to do to speed it up. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the main players in this movie. We're the main players in this whole show that we call life. And when we get our act together, then everything going to start rolling like it's supposed to. You understand? So we're going to go into the scriptures and show you exactly what we need to do to fix and get out of this condition that we're living in. Let's start at Zechariah 11:5. Everybody that got your swords, make sure if you need some time to find the scripture, let us know. We're going to start at, it's in the Old Testament. Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. You got that? Whenever you get it, somebody read it for me.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold them not guilty.
Now, we're looking right now in America. We are being ruled by the white man, which is our possessors. And they are slaying us daily. And they're doing what?
And hold themselves not guilty.
And holding themselves not guilty. Every time you turn on the news, you see a black man getting shot down in the streets with a camera on him, on the police officer. You're seeing the event happen in front of your face. And every time they're being held not guilty. This ain't nothing new. You're reading about this in the Bible. So that means they've been doing this. And just like anybody knows that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's been working, keep doing it. You understand? Keep reading.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
Stop right there. Then it say when they sell you. You understand? You ought to understand when you go to jail, that's how they make money. Right. You know what I'm saying? That prison system is a pipeline for bread for America. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when they put you in that system, then they say, blessed be the Lord. You know what they say? Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord because what? What did it say?
For I am rich.
You making money off of, they making money off of your sin. The more you sin, the more it helps this place grow. So like we talked about last week, this part 2. What are the 2 things that we fighting in this place? What are we fighting? 2 major things. We said it last week. Well, we most definitely fighting Christianity. But in the topic of what we're talking about, what's our 2 biggest enemies right here in this situation that we're living in right now?
Ourselves and the white man?
The first one, the white man is the enemy. So we fighting the white man and we fight Christianity. But we trying to better ourselves. So ourselves is most definitely the first part of the answer. And what's the second thing we fight? Sin. Give her a hand right there. We are fighting ourselves. We fighting our gospel. This is a leader, a shepherd. Al Sharpton. Cornell X. Our shepherds pity us not. They're not even looking out for us. Farrakhan pity us not. The only way he gonna help you is if it's for the right price.
Right. Salakia, sir. He should be, but Kanye West.
Kanye West is somebody that right now we looking up to for political justice. This nigga makes beats.
Right.
Why are you looking to Kanye West to save you or do something for your people? And this nigga presses bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare. And you looking for him to go into the White House and free you out of hell. That's because we look for our leadership because we have none.
Right.
Scriptures say that our gates languish. You know, a gate is supposed to protect you. And our gates are laying down on the ground. We got no protection. Keep reading what you got.
Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 6. For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, said the Lord. But lo, I will deliver the men every one into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king. And they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them.
The Lord said he gonna deliver all of this stuff into our hand. Everybody's gathering up riches to give it to who? Just to give it to us. They just making it easy for us. It's just like how a robber is. You go out, make the money. You know what I'm saying? You go out and collect the check. And then he just come kick down and walk in and take the check and go back to the highs. That's what we gonna do. It's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna be a part of the kick down team, you feel me, if you out here being wicked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we in here. We in here because we want to be a part of the kick down squad.
That's right.
And we wanna watch them get these big houses, get this big money. We know they got big chests, big treasure chests upstairs. You know what I'm saying? And then the Lord gonna give us the order and we gonna just walk in, give me that, walk out with the safe, and go on to the next house. You know what I'm saying? This book is a book about a nation of people that are farmers, that are hard workers, they meek and humble. But when it's time, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to see us. Just like right now, you look at the boxing. Who want to see a nigga or a Mexican in the ring? Nobody. So the only competition that a nigga and a Mexican got is a nigga and a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Because you get in the ring with a white boy, 30 seconds. Get in the ring with an African, 30 seconds. Arabs, I don't even know an Arab boxer. Is there any Arab boxers?
There's one, but he got knocked out.
One, you understand? These niggas, they weak. You know what I'm saying? They know not to mess with us. And the only thing that they can do is play us against each other. Because without us fighting each other, then who could whoop us?
Right.
You feel me? Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. On the topic, I don't know if foreigners come over here and they watch videos of our oppression, but I seen a video of an African in New York. And he was talking to a brother on the street, and he was like, man, I'll whoop you. And the brother like 6'5". And he said, man, you need to move. You need to stop. The dude like, nah, I'll beat you. Nah, I'll whoop you. The dude like, man, look, man, you need to go on. So I don't know if the Africans just thought, Negroes are pushovers, but the dude just started slapping him around. You know what I'm saying? Just slapping him around until he knocked him out.
You know why the other nations think we weak? Because they see how we let the white man do us.
Right.
They see how we let the white man handle us, and they like, man, these niggas weak. Right. I know this white boy soft.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gonna let him handle you? Man, I'll slap nigga out. Just like in school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see a nigga you know you could whoop, punk another nigga, you like, look, bro, you don't want it with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want these problems, man, because if Lil Teddy beat you up, then I know for a fact you don't want these problems. That's the same thing they looking at us and thinking. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go to Exodus 1 and 9. Now watch how alive this Bible is. It's going to trip you out because this is the exact same thing that we see happening today. Read what you got, 1 and 9.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 9. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
See, that's the problem right there. See, the white man know that we're more and mightier than they are. The white man can't have kids like we do.
Right.
Every time, there are more white kids dying than being birthed. There are more white people dying than being birthed, right? So they looking at us, they looking at all these niggas and these Mexicans, and they seeing them all in strollers. That means there's new ones coming every day. You know what I'm saying? And they looking at it, they like, look, man, they are more and mightier than we are. Keep reading.
Verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
You hear that? Look, there's too many of them. So let's deal wisely with them. How do we deal wisely with them? You put abortion clinics in their neighborhood.
Right.
You put drugs in their neighborhood. You put guns in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, you throw all the goons, all the warriors in jail. You throw them all in jail. Because if a war come and we all on each other's side, then who we going to be looking at? Anything that don't look like us.
You kick the male figure out the household.
You damn right you do. You kick the male figure out the household. And that is war tactics.
Right.
You see how they thinking? They ain't thinking about us all being together because they thinking war. They thinking strategic. They thinking, look, it's too many of them. It's more than them than it is of us. So we got to deal wisely with them. Keep reading.
Verse 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
Now, it's too many of y'all. So what we going to do? We going to work the mess out of y'all. We going to work you to death. You going to work 80 hours a week.
Sound like an overseer on a plantation.
So it's the same. It is a plantation. It is an overseer. And you know what the scariest thing for them to feel or see is for one of these niggas in high seats to look down at the niggas in the low seat and feel pity for them.
Right.
That's why they doing Colin Kaepernick the way that they doing.
Right.
Because he too high up. He got too much of clout. You know what I'm saying? For him to care about what's going on in our community. They put people in the league so that they won't care about our people in the hood. Because as soon as a nigga from the league get bread, what's the first thing he do? He move out the hood.
Right.
Because he ain't trying to be in the hood with the niggas that's going to rob them. Because why they going to rob them? Because they hate them? No, because they all hungry. So you put somebody with a lot of food in front of some people with no food by himself, then all the people that's hungry are going to go after the man with the food. So that's the same thing that Moses did. Moses was a man in high power with stature. And he seen how his people were being treated. And he seen that the Egyptian taskmaster was putting hands on his brother. And what did Moses do? He killed him. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of us coming together and having compassion for each other. Because once we start having compassion for each other and standing up for each other, it's over. And they know it's over. And they know that it's time for their empire to end. You understand? Because the way their empire is built is, see how it, you see who built the treasure cities? Who built them? We did. We built treasure cities in Egypt. We built treasure cities in Assyria, in Persia, in Greece, in Babylon, in Rome, and right now to this day, you look at everything on this street, everything, everywhere you go, you build every downtown, you build every neighborhood, you build every freeway, you build every street, because you are the builders on this earth. You're the architects. So why do we need them? What are they here for? Why are we trying to join together with them? Because we got a slave mentality. Because we are invested in this empire and not the kingdom. The kingdom is separate from this empire. You know what I'm saying? The way they do things is not the way we gonna do things. The way they live and think is not the way we live and think. You understand? Go ahead.
Wasn't that what Black Wall Street was all about in Oklahoma?
Black Wall Street was all about blacks. And what the white man do? Bomb it.
First bombs that was ever dropped in
Can't
America.
have niggas coming together. Who was the first millionaire in America? Madam C.J. Walker. Was she a white woman? Was it a white man? During that time, what was it called in America? During the time she was rich. The Great Depression. Wait, but it was a rich black woman. So what's depression? The white people were poor. The white people was depressed. That's why it was great. Black people poor right now. Why are they in the Great Depression now? You understand? And that's when Black Wall Street was thriving. That's during the Depression. You see what I'm saying? This is real. This is in the Bible. They've been doing this to us, man. Verse 12, what we got? Verse 12? Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
Do you hear that? But we, even though you working us to death, we still going home and making them babies.
Right.
We going home and letting that stress out. You know what I'm saying? They giving us a lot of testosterone to build up. They work us and we go home and work her. You understand? Keep reading.
And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
And they looking like, dang, these niggas, these babies kids for real. They don't die, they multiply. Keep reading.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel serve with rigor.
With what?
With rigor.
With happiness.
With rigor. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
Same exact thing. Now, is it because all nations, is it just because we just end up being at the bottom? See, what the Lord, this is how he set it up. Go ahead, read it.
I'm going to start at verse 7.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 7. Remember the days of old. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
And that's what we're not doing right now. We are not, what do they tell you in America when you start talking about slavery?
Slavery was old.
That's 400 years? Why y'all still talking about that?
The chick said that yesterday at camp.
Yes, the girl at camp was like, that's old. Why y'all still talking about slavery? But what the Bible say? It said to do what?
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
Of 10 decades.
Of many generations.
A century.
Many generations.
Of many generations. We still looking back in the records of thousands of years ago. We still got to consider those times. You understand? Keep reading.
Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee. Verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Now, think about this. You see all these books right here? If I stack all of these books on top of each other, then which book is carrying all the weight? The one at the bottom. So the Lord is smarter than you. The Lord did it like this. The Lord gave every book its own place to sit, so that the weight will be distributed equally, to where there's no pressure on no one. Now we're the Lord's children, and the Lord don't give a damn about other nations, but he still gave them their own land so that they wouldn't be oppressed. You see that? And the Lord don't even give a damn about them. But he still gave them their own land. He just gave us the most of the land. He divided the nations, but he gave us the best land. He gave us the land that everybody gonna need. It's the land that got all of the rivers around it, the borders of the rivers. So you gotta come through us to get oil. You gotta come through us to get diamonds. You gotta come through us because we're that port you need to survive. But the white man, being the devil the Bible speaks of, he puts us all on top of each other. Then he makes it to where we got to carry the weight for everybody. That's a dog pile. You understand? And we're living in a dog pile. And we're carrying the weight of everybody else. And they telling us we lazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We made every invention on this earth, but we the lazy ones. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Doc. What you finna say?
No, I was just saying, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1 says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
You hear that? A just weight. The Lord wants everything to be just because he's a just God. He's all about doing things the right way. But the white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. And he ain't trying to do nothing the right way. He's trying to do it his way. You understand? He got his own way of doing things.
Right.
All right? So the first thing that we got to do is separate.
That's right.
That's the first thing we got to do. We want to get out of this condition, separate. The second thing we got to do is stop sinning. Because that's our problem that makes it to where they can rule over us is our sin. Now, give me 2 Ezra 16 and 1. And somebody else give me Zephaniah 1 and 14. We're going to get some understanding. Yeah, 2 Ezra, read that. Somebody else give me Zephaniah.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
Wait a minute. Now, what does the word woe mean?
Great destruction.
Destruction. So the scripture said, woe be unto Babylon, Asia, who else?
Woe be unto thee, Egypt,
Egypt,
and Syria.
and Syria. If you look on the news right now, the Chinese people, the Russians, and the Syrians are coming together right now to make EMPs to fight against America. Right now, in the news, Google it. They are working together right now to fight against America. Right now. And the scripture said what? Whoa.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
Whoa. Destruction to them. Keep reading.
Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Keep reading.
Verse 2. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children.
Be what?
Bewail your children.
What does that mean? When do we use sackcloth?
Mourning.
For mourning. The Bible is telling the Africans, the Arabs, the Chinese, the white man to get ready for mourning. Because they're about to be doing a lot of crying. Keep reading.
And be sorry.
And be what?
And be sorry.
The white man come out there and kiss boots every day, every weekend. Why? Because there's sorrow in the air. He's sorry because he knows his time is short. And he knows he touched the wrong people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you mess around and jack somebody that's connected to somebody in the hood. Then all that money you took from him don't even matter. Man, bro, hey, look, bro, I'm sorry, man.
I'm just going to give it back to you. Don't matter.
I didn't know that was your kinfolk. That's what he's saying. Be sorry. Keep reading.
For your destruction is at hand.
The Lord is like, so your destruction is at hand. I'm coming to see you. You touch mine, don't worry about it, partner. I'll be over there in a minute. You know what I'm saying? The Lord pull-up game is strong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we get it from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are children. Keep reading.
Verse 3. A sword is sent upon you.
What is the sword for prayer and peace? Is that what you use a sword for? What do you use a sword for?
Murky.
Killing. Lord say a sword is sent upon you and what?
And who may turn it back?
And who gonna stop it? Who gonna stop the Lord from swinging this sword?
Right.
You gonna put your arm up and be like, oh, you ain't gonna be able to hit me with that one. No.
Like old boy said, you can't stop. Can't nobody stop me.
You ain't stopping the Lord's sword. Keep reading.
Verse 4. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
And when the Lord's fire rain down on this place, your fire department, none of that ain't gonna be able. Your planes full of water ain't gonna be able to do nothing. If you can't stop if you can't stop California fires, how you gonna stop the fires the Lord sent? The Lord did that fire. How you gonna send the fire that He sends to destroy you because of what you did to His children?
That's right.
You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you. And what is he that may drive them away?
You think you're going to go to the doctor and stop these plagues? You think you're going to put some fertilizer in the ground and stop and make the ground produce? Nah, man. It's the Lord doing this. Keep reading.
Verse 6. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the woods?
Do you hear how you get in detail with it? So now, if it's a lion in the woods that ain't ate in 3 days, and you walking in the woods one day, are you gonna stop this lion from eating you? You are dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, cause he taking you back to the fam. Keep reading.
Or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble?
Read.
When it has begun to burn?
So when the fire gets started, it's like a barbecue pit. You gonna be able to just stop the fire just right on the dot? No, man. You ain't gonna be able to just stop it. Keep reading.
Verse 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot off the strong archer?
A strong archer. So think about Robin Hood. What's the nigga that shoot arrows name?
The archer.
The arrow. You know what I'm saying? The green arrow. Imagine he shoot an arrow at you. You think you just finna like a Chinese man be doing on TV? Nah, man. This real life. Because you know what type of arrows he talking about dropping on you? Talking about his missiles. His rockets. You understand? They're gonna be rockets rain glaring. And your ass is gonna be bursting in there. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
The mighty Lord sendeth the plague.
Who sent it?
The mighty Lord sendeth the plague.
Uh-huh.
And who is he that can drive them away?
You see how the Lord boasted? This is a black man, man. This is why we talk the way we talk. You know what I'm saying? He like, look, man, you ain't finna stop this. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Yeah, I did it. But what you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Right.
That's what we got waiting on us. We got justice on the other side of this life. On the other side of what we waiting on. But all you gotta do is follow these laws, statutes, and commandments to be on the winning team. Because if you don't, you're going to be with them getting whooped, getting beat. What you got? Read what you got. Zephaniah 1 and, what I said?
1 and 14, I think.
Let me find it.
That's what it said. Who
Great day of the Lord is near.
Yeah, 1 and 14. That's it.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near.
Mm-hmm.
It is near and hasted greatly.
Mm-hmm.
Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
You hear that? All these other nations' warriors, they goons, they gonna cry bitterly. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go from being hard to who want it to please, no. Please don't do it.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 15. That day, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Did you hear that? Now you go to church, how they say it's gonna be when Jesus come back?
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. They act like the sky gonna be, they act like the sun gonna get brighter. Like it's gonna be and he gonna come down just floating, and then he gonna suck people up, they gonna disappear, and then it just, where's that in the Bible?
Right.
Go ahead, sis.
And this is one of my questions, like, where do they get that from? Like, how, like...
The white man and homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the white man's philosophy is gay.
Whitewashing history.
Whitewashing it. Go ahead, Doc.
So they get that from just like how in the book of Genesis, how they thought Eve was talking to a talking snake, right? So you know in the New Testament where it said it will be two women grinding at the mill, one will be taken and the other shall be left behind. They thinking they gonna be taken up in the sky and transformed with Jesus. But the word taken in the Greek means to kill.
Right.
So one will be killed and another one will be left. It said that two men will be in a house.
Right.
One will be taken, one will be killed,
Right.
the other shall be left. You don't want to be the one that's taken.
Right.
You understand?
And that's because they don't understand the Bible.
Right.
They so ignorant, they saying, I can't wait to die. That's basically what they saying. I'm going to be taken. You sure is going to be taken. Taken away. Breath taken out of your body.
Right.
Death.
Right.
Keep reading though. It gets better.
Verse 16. A day of the trumpet and alarm against they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
What is dung? Say it, somebody. Shit. Your flesh is going to be like shit, and your blood is going to be poured out. Now think about all the people that's going to be dying.
They're 18 cold.
Oh, I know. Just think about all the people that's going to be dying, right? It's going to be a flood of blood in the streets.
Rotting flesh.
Knee-high blood. Just think about that. And they talk about when Christ comes back, it's going to be a day of rejoicing. It's going to be a day of terror, of distress, of gloom, of wastefulness, of darkness, thick smoke. Why is it going to be thick smoke? Because it's going to be fire. It's going to be burning. It's going to be a war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a scripture that's saying that the skies will look like a roll rolled up. You know what that is? That's like when a bomb hit and that mushroom cloud go up after that. That's the thick smoke that you're gonna be trying to breathe through. People on fire, cars on fire, the city on fire, buildings, houses, everything on fire. Darkness and great smoke, gloom. Keep reading.
Verse 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
You see that? You working so hard to get your money up, but when the Lord come back, that ain't gonna matter. You out here working to get this bread, but your bread can't save you. You feel me? That's why the scriptures call money the deceitfulness of riches. It's deceitful because right now it make you feel good, but it ain't gonna be able to save you when it's time to. It's like having a jammed gun. You got a gun that jam, it ain't gonna help you when it's time for you to bust it.
Right. That's right.
Your money not gonna be able to save you. Keep on reading.
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy.
Salaki, I know the kingdom is at hand. You can't tell me we ain't close to the kingdom. That sister is walking by with a bag on her hand, no hands. That is the kingdom is his. She is our sister too. That's the Isupk right. Good night. Go ahead.
For he shall make even a speedily riddance of all that dwell in the land.
Do you hear that? The Lord is going to make a speedily riddance of all that dwell in the land. Do you know what that means? He going to do this quick. It ain't going to take no time. He going to handle the lightweight expeditiously. You understand? Let me get Revelations. Let me get Revelations 18 and 9. Since we're talking about doing things expeditiously. You got it? Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Now, the kings of the earth. Who are the kings of the earth? Name some kings of the earth.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un. Putin.
Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth.
Pope Francis.
Pope Francis. People that rule the other nations. People that live, what it say? It live deliciously. Why are they living deliciously? Because they make money with the harlot that sit on many waters, which is America. So it's going to be a day that's coming to where all the kings of the earth that have committed fornications shall wail and lament when what?
When they shall see the smoke of her burning.
When they start seeing their money maker on fire. When they start seeing their breadwinner on fire being destroyed, and they're going to be like, oh my God, this is the superpower. They supposed to have the best army. They supposed to be them niggas. But they losing. They dying. Now they scared. Go ahead.
And what most people don't realize that America is a nation of exports. Sorry, yeah. All they do is export. I'm sorry, they're a nation of imports. They have no exports. You understand? They have no precious ores, oil, anything that nations want to buy from them. You understand? So all we do is like Apple. You know what I'm saying? They make the iPhone, but they get the zinc from Africa. You understand? Asia does all the manufacturing. You understand? Like we can't even afford to pay our own Americans to build what Americans design. You understand? So that's why they're going to be lamented in their spirit, because it's truly their moneymaker. All the tin, the diamonds, all that stuff is coveted here because we are a nation that's called a melting pot. Literally.
Yeah, right. Read the next verse.
Go ahead. No, I just want to add what he's saying. 97 to 98% of all our product that America receives, we get it from other nations, really third world country nations, you know, who import it in. So that's heavy what he's saying. So we don't have anything. You know, that's why they try to do the Made in America movement,
Right.
You know, because nothing is made here. Nothing. Everything comes out.
Watch this. What was the Vietnam War over? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what the Vietnam War was over? No. What was it? No. Anyone else? One more guess. But you own it. It was something precious that is only relative to Vietnam. Anybody know? 10. They were fighting over 10. Because at that point in time, the manufacturing for the cars, they used a lot of tin in America. Just like what was the situation in the Middle East before the war on terrorism? Desert Storm. Desert Storm was about oil.
Right.
You understand? So each war that we do is about, we're mad because a country won't let us rape their natural resources. You understand?
And you want to know what's funny now? All the attention is focused on South America.
Right.
South America is the largest grower of marijuana in the world.
Right.
So now what you'll see is probably the United States Army going in and setting up camps and bases and stuff in South America, just like they did in Afghanistan for the poppy fields.
Right.
And after the war in Afghanistan, you had a huge influx of opioid addictions right now. So now these pharmaceuticals are going to say, hey, now we're starting to make medicine. We're going to need more than just what the United States can handle.
Right.
Growing as growers of marijuana, so we're going to need land to also produce the marijuana. And who's the largest producer of marijuana?
South America.
Right.
South America, Mexico.
Yeah, right.
That's where they get in trade.
Verse 10.
Verse 10.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment.
Hold up, wait a minute. Nah, they want to fight back.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Now imagine building something. Imagine
500 years.
Imagine your great-great-great-great-grandfather, your great-great-great-great-grandfather, your great-great-great-grandfather, your great-great, and then your grandfather and your father, and yourself all work on a project together. Y'all all working to build this one thing up, and then it all gets destroyed in 1 hour. That's what America is. All of our ancestors, we all put a brick in building this place up. And it's going to be destroyed in 1 hour.
That's right.
All of the raping and the robbing and the murdering they've been doing to make this the best country, the Lord is going to come through in 1 hour and destroy it. And all other nations are going to sit afar off and be scared. They're going to be scared. Keep reading.
Verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
Everybody else, the other countries, they're going to weep and cry over what happened to America. Read.
For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Because America is their breadwinner. Everybody's coming here because this is their marketplace. This is their store. You destroyed the store, you destroyed all the products. Now I ain't got nowhere to send it to. Because stuff over here, America that made every other country a what? What the Bible call them? A wilderness.
Right.
He made every other country a third world country.
Right.
He made everything else desolate. So it ain't like they can sell it over there and make money. They got to sell it over here because everybody is over here. All the money and the resources is here. So you destroy this, you destroy everything.
Right.
Read it.
The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil, fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all the things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all.
See that? Everything that makes you comfortable in America and makes you feel like you at home is going to be taken away from you suddenly. Just all at once in an hour. That's how the Lord's going to do it. You building up all these riches and all this wealth and all of that for the Lord just to take it from you. That's why riches are deceitful. Because it ain't going to help you when it's time That's why the wisdom of the Lord is so important. That's why men of the Lord are so important. That's why I said that a man of the Lord is going to be like precious gold, like fine gold, because we know what's going on. And when we see stuff in the news, we like, oh, see, well, this about to happen because this happened, so now this is coming next. Prophecy. You understand? We understand all mysteries and all knowledge. You understand? And that's why we're so important to the world. And it's going to be a day where we're not going to be on the streets teaching. And then what they going to be saying? Where them brothers at? They be saying, they be bringing out all the prophecies and stuff. What they're going to be looking for us. We got orders to go otherwhere, to go somewhere else. You understand? That's why it's important to take advantage of this knowledge that you're getting right now. Get in class. Learn every day. Get hungry about it, because we looking at all this stuff happen right now. We seeing the Honduras.
Book of Isaiah chapter 13 verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe.
What is a chase roe? A roe is a deer. A chase roe is a deer running. So it's going to be like a deer on the run. Read.
And as a sheep that no man taketh up.
And as a sheep that nobody's looking after. That's us right now. That's our Northern Kingdom brothers, our Hispanic brothers. They on the run right now. Read.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
And then what are they doing? Every man is doing what?
Turn to his own people.
That's what time it is. We in the time right now where blacks and Hispanics got to come together. We got to turn to our own people, because we all we got. You understand? Keep reading.
And flee everyone into his own land.
What is America? Are Mexicans really from Mexico?
No.
Where they from? They from here. Everybody is. Read what you got. Now the white man got to pay. But not just the white man, all the heathens. 1:15.
All the heathen.
Upon some of the heathens.
All the heathen.
Upon against, those that don't believe.
Yeah. Upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
What you've done to us is going to be done to you. So if the kingdom of heaven is for everybody, then why is the day of the Lord going to be upon all the heathen?
Verse
16. Read.
Verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
My Bible has a title for each section in these scriptures. And this says, Israel will win. That's what this say. It don't say everybody. This right here says Israel will win. And then right after that, it says, for the day of the Lord is upon all the heathens. This is about us getting justice.
Yeah.
This entire Bible. It's talking about what we did to get punished, but at the end of the story, we're going to win. So us living right now, we're in this Bible. Because this Bible is prophecy. And everything in this Bible haven't happened yet. So we in here.
Right.
Are we in our land yet? So it's somewhere in this Bible it's talking about what we're doing right now. Ain't no other book like that.
Right.
That's why it's so important to learn what it's really talking about and what the scriptures really mean. Keep reading.
Verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance.
Upon everybody.
Upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. And there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
There you go again. We're going to take the stuff. What you going to do when we come for you? We coming through. We coming to get your stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So Bill Gates, keep getting that bread, man. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, keep making that money. Because we finna come and get that. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful to me. That don't make y'all happy? I look at people getting rich and I just get happy. I'm like, man, that boy looking good.
Verse 18.
I said, boy, man, I'm gonna be looking way better. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
Ooh wee. Black people gonna be a fire. What fires do? That burn you up, huh?
Right.
And then what's gonna happen after that?
And the house of Joseph a flame.
And then the Hispanics and Native Americans, they gonna be a flame. So we gonna be running through these streets, burning the streets down. Then what's gonna happen after that?
And the house of Esau for stubble. The house of Esau.
And the house of who?
Esau.
Wait a minute, I thought God loved everybody. I
Esau.
thought we could all come together, holding hands.
Esau.
Where the love at?
For stubble.
For what?
Stubble.
They gonna get burnt up. They gonna die. White people are going to be killed when Christ returns.
That's right.
Good.
By us.
That's right.
Is that what the Bible say?
That's what I read.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I read
It
it.
gets pretty specific. It gets pretty
It gets clearer. Okay, go ahead.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them.
Wait a minute, we gonna love them.
They shall kindle in them and devour them.
We're going to kindle in them. We're going to intertwine, get all in between. We're all up in River Oaks. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be all in River Oaks, kicked on and devouring them.
That's right.
That don't make you happy? That makes me want to put, that's why I put the weed down.
That's right.
That made me put down everything wicked that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be a part of this squad. You know what I'm saying? I done been a part of some good little teams. You know what I'm saying? But this the team right here, man. And then what makes it even better is I'm doing it righteously with the Lord. The Lord on my side.
That's right.
I kick your dough in and the Lord like, go get it.
That's you.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna get better. Go ahead, go ahead.
And there, I'm going with down 19. Okay. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Wait, I thought everybody was gonna be in heaven.
And there shall be not any remaining of the house of Esau.
Ain't gonna be no white people. Get the Lord. The only place you don't see a white person at is in a museum. Where do you see dinosaurs? You seen a dinosaur walking up the street? Ever in your life? That's how your grandkids gonna see you. They gonna be like, what's the people y'all be talking about that used to be bad? Let me take you up here down to the and show you what I'm talking about. You see that? That's a Donald Trump. You see that? And that's the only way you're gonna know about a white man. Go ahead.
I got a precept for that. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the that follow.
You hear that? That lets you know that the world ain't talking about everybody.
Right.
Esau is the end of the society.
Right.
And Jacob is the beginning of the new society that follows. You know what I'm saying? We are about to take, and this how you know we are at the end. Because who's ruling the world right now? The white man, Esau. So right after that comes our rulership. Go ahead.
Verse 19. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau. And they of the plain, the Philistines. And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin. And Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
You hear that? Right. Now we starting to divvy off the land to the different tribes. So that's like saying, look, we're gonna take South Park. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're gonna run through South Park. Y'all can get that. We going to River Oaks. Right. We taking River Oaks and we gonna have the River Oaks. Right. Y'all go over here and like this is our land now. So now we gonna have our gated community set up and we gonna be racially profiling. Like, wait a minute, you Arab, what you doing? Check him. Get his license and registration, and what are you doing in this neighborhood? Right. You don't belong over here. Ain't that what they do to you?
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
The day of the Lord is at hand, and justice is coming. You got some more?
20, yeah.
Go ahead.
And the captivity of the host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath. And thee in the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sephanar, shall possess the cities of the south. And Savior shall come up out of Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau. And,
Go ahead.
and the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
Saviors shall come up and save and come up and do what? And the saviors shall come up and do what?
Out of the mount of Zion to judge the Mount of Esau.
Who are them saviors?
144,000.
The 144,000. That's what we in this school to be. That's why we here right now. Because we're going to be those people that's putting judgment on the earth.
Right.
You understand? Now give me Isaiah 60. I love the Bible. I promise you. When I tell you I love the Bible, I love it.
60 and what?
Give me 60. Let me see. I want to start at a good spot. Let's start at verse 9. Yeah, 60 and 9 is what I want. Anybody get it? Just read it.
Book of Isaiah chapter 6 verse 9. Surely the isles shall wait for me.
Surely, hold on, I need somebody up here to read it so they can hear it on the camera.
All right, what, Isaiah 60 and what?
60 and start at verse 9.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 9. Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me we're going to be having people bringing they kids on ships? What that sound like? How did we get here? We got on the cruise, but we chose to come over here? Was you at home in Jerusalem and said, you know what, I think I want to go to America? No. You got brought over here on a ship, right? That's the same thing that's going to happen to them. They kids going to come over here on ships. Read.
To bring thy sons from far. Their silver.
Bring they what?
Their silver.
There go another check we going to be collecting. They going to be bringing the little Habib them over there in Iraq. Habib and all them. They coming over there with the gold AKs. They got, you know, over there in Iraq and Dubai, they got platinum and gold AKs. You know that? That's coming on the ship. Hey, Habib, bring that. Get all them, bring them, put that on the ship.
I need a gold toilet.
I need the gold toilet. I need everything over there that's glorious. Just put it on the boat and we taking it home. Keep reading.
And their gold with them. Unto the name of the Lord thy God.
Keep reading.
And to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee.
Because the Lord glorified you and he loves you, he going to bring all the wealth of the enemies to you. Good. That don't make you want to stop doing something? Something. Give up something today. You know what I'm saying? If you got a box of cigarettes in your pocket, go throw it away and put it in the trash. Give up something. Keep reading.
Verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I made mercy on thee.
Now it said that the kings will minister unto us. What does minister mean? What is ministry? To serve. That's what a minister is supposed to do. A minister is supposed to be a servant to the people. It said that their kings are going to minister unto us. Their kings are going to serve us. You know what I'm saying? And the sons of strangers shall build up our walls. Ain't that fair? We built up everything we see out here. They gonna build up everything we see. Keep reading.
Verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
Shall what?
Be open continually.
They gates, our gates, the nation of Israel's gates, are going to be open continually. You understand? Open. Like Las Vegas, the lights stay on all day. It's always going down. That's how it's going to be. Gates open continually. You understand? I know, I got it. Go ahead.
They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Why the gates going to be open all day?
Because all the goods they collect, whether it be silver, gold, whatever, they gonna bring it unto, where they supposed to bring it.
Gates going to be open all day because we ain't going to never be closed to get their stuff.
Right.
It ain't going to be like, no, we can't take y'all stuff right now because we closed.
So just like all the ports of the United States, the ship channel don't close.
Right.
They got ships coming in there at all hours of the night. You know what I'm saying? The whole Gulf Coast, you know what I'm saying? All the ports are always open.
Right.
You understand? Florida coast ports are always open. The New York coast, that's where they get all they seafood, you know what I'm saying, down here. They be shipping the clams and all that stuff from Boston and all of that stuff. Everybody is constantly open because you want to know why? Africa is sending their diamonds. They're sending their zinc. You understand? Asia is sending their tin. You know what I'm saying? The Middle East is sending their oil. You understand? So on and so forth. So they taking everything 24/7. America got their reserves are full, but they use everybody else's oil instead of their own. You understand? What you got, Fredo?
America is building underground cities to hoard all whatever
Correct.
they're getting from these other countries because of
That's what's that Jeremiah
16:16.
Somebody pull it.
Oh, not yet. No.
Oh, Salakia.
Somewhere else, sir.
Salakia out of the bottom. You understand? Get the class and go 45 minutes to a whole other topic. You understand? But that's what it is, though. That's exactly what they're doing. They are going underground and they're trying to build cities to keep themselves safe because they know this day is coming. The white man that messed up the earth so bad, he want to go stay in space. And then he got space polluted. How do you pollute space? Ain't nothing out there. It's space. And you done made that polluted.
Right.
The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. I mean, he dirty, he nasty. The white man in his richest state will pull down his pants and pee in the living room. And boo-boo on the floor and leave it there for you to pick it up. Because he's dirty and nasty. Go ahead.
Salakia, speaking about the underground cities, since we on the subject,
Mm-hmm.
I saw this in the news it was about a month ago, in September. It says, or 2 months ago, this is Business Insider, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reliable source. The heading is Silicon Valley ultra wealthy are reportedly buying up to $8 million doomsday bunkers in New Zealand.
Can we go to 16, sir?
And it goes on to say,
Can we go to 16, sir?
this is reportedly part of a Silicon Valley subculture that believes it must be prepared for an apocalypse-like scenario.
Give me Jeremiah 16:16.
The water.
That is in the Bible. The Bible teaches you that white people are gonna try to hide underground, and they not. Hey, you know who gonna come get them out of there? We are. You understand? Read what you got.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them.
Right now, we are fishing our brothers and sisters out of the world. The Lord sent the fishers out, and we waking our brothers and sisters up and putting them on the boat. You know what I'm saying? But then,
and after will I send many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
It's in the Bible that they're going to be hiding under the ground in the holes of the rocks.
Right.
That's what the Bible teach. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand, man, that there's nothing new under the sun. They hiding from us. They going to try to hide. And we just going to go down underground. Then we going to have, we might, Gabriel, where they at? They 5 feet, no, 5,000 feet underground. Just, I'm lead the way. And he gonna go and they gonna be like, look, Becky, you see, we got the surveillance camera to where look, you see, they got the door, they can't even get in. Gabriel just gonna walk up to the door and snatch it off, and then they gonna be like, oh my God. And we're gonna go in there and kick door them, and we're like, man, y'all boys got the rest of the gold down here. And that's what we was looking for. You know why we need all the gold and all the silver? You know why? Because our streets are going to be paved in gold.
Right.
You know these are some niggas.
That's right.
You know these is black people. This is America. And ain't no street in America paved in gold. None. They got money. It ain't like we poor. They ain't got that spirit, though. I ain't going to talk about that right now. I'm going to say that. You understand? Let's get on.
Verse 11 in Isaiah.
Verse 11. Yeah, go ahead.
16.
Yeah, go ahead.
Therefore thy gates shall, 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee. The fir tree, the pine tree, the box together, the beautify of the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
We gonna take all that stuff so we can make our stuff live. That's like robbing a nigga and taking it and putting it in your house and making your house look good. Like, man, that boy got a 90-inch flat screen. Thank you. Now put that in my room at the house. That boy got a PlayStation 10. Give me that. Put that in the room. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna be doing. We just gonna be splitting it up, taking it, and just the brotherhood gonna be so beautiful because we gonna be paper, scissors, rocking for it. Like, come on, man, listen, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Rank in order. They go in rank in order. Highest ranked man get this. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. We went through the struggle together. Now we gonna go through the beating up and taking this nigga stuff and together. The glory. Right. You understand? Let me get let me see, man. There's some good stuff over here. I just want to make sure I get the stuff that's needed. Give me that scripture I asked for in Matthew. Ask for Matthew 6.
33.
6 and 33. And somebody else give me Luke 17 and 21. Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 6, verse 33.
This is the only way you're going to get to do this. Read.
But seek ye first the kingdom of God.
Seek it second.
But seek ye first the kingdom of God.
After I get this bread.
But seek ye first the kingdom of God.
But I need to take care of my family, and, you know, I got to make sure that everybody good, though, because, you know what I'm saying, I always struggle. All my life I had to fight.
But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
No, in my righteousness.
And his righteousness.
My wife's righteousness.
And his righteousness. Okay. And all these things shall be added unto you.
Some of these things.
And all these things shall be added unto you.
All you got to do is put the Lord first, and everything that you want, he going to give it to you.
That's right.
How he going to give it to you? He going to take it from your enemies and give it to you.
That's right.
He going to make your enemies your footstool. Right. You damn right. Keep going.
Take, therefore, no thought for the morrow. For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
Go ahead.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
See, that's what our problem is. We so worried about tomorrow. And this bill gonna be due tomorrow. Man, let me tell you how the Lord works. The day the generals came down here, The generals came down here at what, about 9 or 10 o'clock? And about 10 o'clock, we was coming back to the school to finish doing some little painting, and we had rented some chairs. While we were at the airport picking up the generals, we got a call from a school that said they were closing and we could come and get whatever we wanted. Now we was sitting up all week trying to figure out how we was gonna get this, how we was gonna get that, we was gonna have enough of this. We didn't plan it. It was nothing we could do. The generals came down here. We were at the airport. We got a phone call. We left the airport. Went and picked up a metal detector, picked up 4 tables, picked up 50 chairs, picked up 9 or 10 stools, picked up computer desks, 3 file cabinets, picked up dry erase boards, picked up 2 bookshelves, picked up 2 rolling things for the computers and stuff with a stitching card hooked onto it. We picked up a bunch of stuff. If we would have been so worried about tomorrow or how we was gonna get it done, we would have never got it. The Lord feeds the ants. He feeds the birds. He feeds the grass. You are precious to him. If he'll feed the animals and the birds, you think he ain't gonna make sure you got what you need? The Lord wants you to be content. And we come into America and we want to be rich because we see everybody else living lavish. But we don't see the pain. Come
on, say that pain. Come on, say it.
It's a lot. We don't see the pain that they have at nighttime. We don't see that they can't sleep at night. We don't see the loneliness that they go through. You know what I'm saying? And that's because you're so worried about the lavishness that you're not worried about the sorrow that comes with it. Because everybody that's rich will let you know that it's sorrow that comes with money. Because now you ain't got to worry. When you poor, you ain't got to worry about nobody robbing you.
Right. That's a blessing.
You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you get that money, everybody that know you got it, you got to watch your back. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you get that bread, now you can't trust this man that you've been knowing all your life because he will kill you over it. You know what I'm saying? That's why lottery dangerous. And that's right. And then they put your picture and your name on the page on there. Jeff Jenkins won $200 billion. Jeff? You mean Jeff down the street, Jeff? I seen him moving, but I get the strap. Let me call Jeff, man. And then you call Jeff, man, let me hold something. I'm finna start this little business, man. I'm trying to get me a food truck. You know what I'm saying? Well, nah, man, I can't even do it. No sweat. Jeff got $200 billion and he can't break bread. No sweat. I got something for Jeff. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Hungry people is what make robbers, murderers. We ain't just evil. We ain't out here just killers. We're just hungry. We want to eat. We want our kids to be warm and have good shoes and without holes in them. And you out here sitting next door to me and I can't get nothing? You can't show me no love? And you got $200 billion? Okay, no problem.
Man, I split a jumbo jack with cheese with you.
Me and him gonna show brotherhood amongst each other with that $200 billion.
You understand?
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? That's in the Bible. Give me Acts, I think it's Acts 4. Hold on, I'm finna find it for you. I'm finna find that. That's important. Give me Acts 4 and 32.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 32. And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart.
Now, this is the disciples, right? This is after Christ left. Now, the disciples are in charge of the nation, right? Now, it said the multitude of them that believed. So this ain't everybody of Israel. This is those that are in the truth. Now, let me tell you what life was like in the truth after Christ left. What happened?
were of one heart and one soul. Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own.
You see that? Everybody had one heart and one soul. Meaning, if I got it, we all got it. That's what stop a nigga from robbing you. Real talk. Brotherly love. You understand? He's saying that none of them said that their own possessions were their own. So now I got this money, but now I'm not saying I got this money. I'm saying we got this money. Now I'm looking out for us. So I ain't got to worry about you robbing me because I just gave you what you needed to help yourself. I just gave, and then now watch what the disciples did.
But they had all things common. And with great power gave the apostle witness of the resurrection of the Lord Yahushua. And great grace was given upon them all. Neither was there any among them that lacked. For as many as were possessors of land or houses sold them, and brought the pieces of things that were sold, and laid them down at the apostles' feet, and distribution was made unto every man according as he had need.
You see that? So now imagine you got a sister that makes 6 figures, but she's single. Then you got another sister that got 8 kids. She don't have a job. Everybody come in, put their money in a pot, put it all together. Who gonna get more money? The one with 8 kids. Why? Because she needs it. You don't need 6 figures and you 1D. You can get you a nice little spot to stay in because this sister with the 8 kids is just going to have a nice little spot to stay in. It ain't going to be nothing lavish and just luxurious. It's just going to be what she needs. You understand? Because that we so about getting what we want that we don't just think about getting what we need. We got to stop being selfish. Just imagine you walking up the street, you MK bag, you got the red bottoms on, you know what I'm saying? You walking up the street, you got your hair done, then your sister, she ain't got nothing like that. Then you talking about that these hoes out here hating on me. I mean, she want to look nice like you too. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about your brother and sister. You out here big Gucci dime, you know what I'm saying? You got top and bottom grill, you know what I'm saying? And somebody looking at you funny, man, these niggas hating on me. They don't want to see me make it. They do, but they want to make it too. Right. It ain't hate, it's just, dang, I wish I could. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to start thinking about. When I got money and I go certain places, I think about where I'm going because I don't want to make none of my brothers feel like this nigga trying to stunt on me. You know what I'm saying? If I do got grills and chains and all of this, and I'm going somewhere and I know niggas ain't got it, I'm gonna take three of the chains off and leave one on. And I might tuck my chain, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make, and it ain't because I'm scared, it's because I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to stunt on them. You know what I'm saying? Because they my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And if I got it, we all got it. We gonna eat. We gonna eat, we gonna drink, we gonna have fun, we finna go get some clothes, we finna go get some shoes, we gonna get our hair braided. On me, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't think like that. And that's why we destroy like that, man.
That's called brotherhood.
Get that brother a hand. That's all we teach in here. This life in here is about brotherhood and sisterhood. Right. About sharing. Even the things you don't want to share. That's another class. Go ahead.
Right.
Teach the exact opposite. Like whatever they call a pastor or the bishop, he be flaunting and flossing, and then he be like, get on my level. Instead of dispersing his riches amongst his flock, the so-called flock, and his people. He'll look rich. Everybody else looks poor. But the people that in the eyes should be can, that's in the truth. If I have $1 billion. Y'all have $1 billion.
You goddamn right, sis. That's what I'm talking about. Give her a hand. And you know what? The church teaches to be selfish because the church always talking about having a personal relationship. Everything is about you, my God, my Savior. No, he's our Father. He's our Savior. Christ died for us. Christ died for me in the Christian church. This is my Jesus.
Right.
No, nigga, it's our Jesus. What you mean, nigga? He died for all of us, not just for you. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So I'm gonna use that. So they got like pastors out here to be rolling like Rolls Royces and stuff, right? You understand? That's $100,000 vehicle.
Right.
Okay. A decent cash car for somebody to have, suitable transportation costs about $5,000.
Right.
That's 20 people in his congregation that he could buy vehicles for instead of that one Rolls Royce. This is why the Christian church has to die.
Damn right, dude.
Now give me Luke 17:21.
The book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 21.
5,000.
Neither shall they say, lo, here, or lo, there. For behold, the kingdom of God is within you.
The kingdom, you looking for the kingdom? The kingdom ain't over there. They ain't building it. Because if they was building the kingdom, the white man would have been torn down. The kingdom is in each and one of us. Right. The Lord gave everybody in this room a gift.
Right.
That when we bring those gifts together, it's going to bring the kingdom. Just like all of us work together and we got this big building. We didn't do this by ourselves. All of us did this. Right. So everybody give themselves a hand. You understand? Commanding General Yohana put in from New York for us to get this building. You understand? We got a business called Just Laundry. Yeah. You understand? Just Laundry is going to be the next Tide.
Right.
Game. Watch. It's going to be bigger.
Right.
Because you know why it's going to be bigger? Because the Lord is in it. The Lord is with us. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So if the Lord on our side, who can be against us? Nobody. Everything we touch is going to turn to gold. We touch this building, it's gold. And we ain't even through with it yet. We still doing stuff. We still getting stuff. We still got a whole nother sections to work on upstairs, down. We still working. But it's going to be golden because the Lord is with us. You understand? Go ahead, Adam.
Salaki, sir, if I may, back to the Christianity and how selfish they are. They think they are looking for instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know the Bible, if you read the Bible,
just go live, man. Don't worry about it. YouTube still up. Go ahead.
The Lord destroyed all.
No, go live on Facebook.
I am, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Salaki, sir, the Lord destroyed all of Israel.
Right.
And not everyone in Israel was wicked. So if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you're doing it for your nation.
Right.
And everybody has to be on one accord because we'll never be put into a higher place in front of the Lord unless we all do it together.
You damn right, man.
All right.
That's so true, man. Somebody give me Revelations 21 and 23.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 23. And it reads, and the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I don't think I want that yet. That's getting down to the ending. You understand? Hold up. I don't want that one yet. Give me, there's one more I need before I get. Okay, give me Zechariah 13 and 8.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. It reads, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Now, you hear this? The scripture said that 2 parts, 2/3 of us are going to be cut off and die. 2/3 of Israel will be cut off and die. And what else?
But the 1/3 shall be left therein.
But the 1/3 of us will be saved. You understand? So 2/3 of our nation is going to die. Now, if Christianity is right, if Christianity is the place where the Lord is, then how is that going to work? Half of the earth is Christians. So 2/3 is going to die. What 2/3 is going to die? Them, the Christians. All of them that's in the religion, in beliefs, and all of that, they the ones that's going to die. And the 1/3 of Israel is the one that's going to be saved. 1/3 is a very small portion.
Right.
Very small. The scripture said, wide is the road to destruction, and narrow is the way to righteousness. The scriptures say that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. A mustard seed is like a period. It's small compared to everything else. You understand? You ain't got to be trying to associate yourself with a big crowd of people, because it's going to be a little. How many people did the Lord save when he flooded the earth?
8.
8 people. He saved 8 people. We trying to be in that small number. We ain't trying to be with the multitude, with the millions. We trying to be with the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? That's what we teaching. We teaching the Bible. Go ahead.
Yeah, even when we first came out of Egypt, like we were talking about earlier, and you mentioned all of the captivities that we were in, even in Egypt, right? Some of them some Israelites wanted to go back into Egypt, but it was still a remnant that was brought out of Egypt. It was still a remnant that was brought out of Babylon.
Right.
A remnant that was brought out of Persia. All the way up, so it's always been a remnant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always been a group of people that was like, I'm going to follow the Lord and I'll die.
Right.
I'm going to serve the Lord or just die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's who the Lord looking for. He's looking for them real niggas that's always been with him since the beginning.
That's it.
Everybody that was like, man, I'm going to serve the Lord and die. Since Egypt, we keep coming back in the earth to do it over and over again. And now this is our time to watch our enemies die.
Right.
That's what time we at right now. We at the time to watch everybody else. We done seen everybody else rule.
Right.
We didn't help build every kingdom on this earth. So now we finna sit there and watch them build our kingdom. And they finna watch us rule. You understand? Justice. God is just. We finna get our justice. Is some more on that?
Was it Zechariah what?
Verse 9 about being brought through the fire.
You don't have to go there.
What was it, Zechariah what?
That was Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8.
Now let me hit that Matthew 24 and 14 and 1 Corinthians 1 and 19. We about to wrap it up now.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall
Hold up, sis, not yet, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know when we about to wrap it up. When I say we about to wrap it up, that means we got like 30 more minutes. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come.
Okay, so now let's put this together. If the gospel that needed to be preached was Christianity, then the end would have been here.
Man, that's a cut.
You understand? The scripture said that this gospel must be preached until the end. And then the end will come. What gospel is that? People talk about y'all teaching that new stuff. No, this ain't the new stuff. This is the old stuff. What you teaching is that new stuff. This gospel is what needs to be taught. You understand? And then the end will be here. We are at the end now because this gospel is being preached all over the earth. The UPK has been going since how long?
1969.
1969. This is about to be the 50th year of the UPK. You understand? And it made it to Houston, Texas 2 years ago. You understand? This is the year of Jubilee. What does Jubilee mean? It's the year of new beginnings. You understand? We are at the end. Now, we don't know when Christ going to return. We ain't saying he coming back this year. We ain't saying he going to be here at Passover. Come to Passover, Christ going to be. We ain't saying that. What we saying is we are close. We are closer than we have ever been to the end. And all the signs are showing us that we're close. Biblically. You understand? Go ahead.
So, and then to add on what Adam said, like, Christianity is spread to the four corners of the earth. You understand?
Right.
So, the scriptures also said, broad is the path to destruction, and narrow is the way to life. This is how you know that Christianity cannot be the way to Christ. You understand? Because first and foremost, it's spread to the four corners of the earth. You got Christians in Beijing. You understand? You got Christians in Russia, Christians in France, Christians in Turkey, Ireland, you understand? Istanbul, Christians in the Middle East, all over Africa, you understand? Throughout the Americas. So that's the four corners of the earth. You understand? And Christ ain't returned to let you know that Christianity is alive.
Damn right. Damn right. Get that brother a hand. Christianity is a goddamn lie. Because the white man taught it. Anything the white man teaches is a goddamn lie because he's the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. I mean, that just goes hand in hand. It's like 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. The white man talking lie. Devil. You understand? So, where we at? I pulled the scripture. Where we at? We at that scripture? What scripture we on?
We just finished Matthew 24:14. You had another one out.
Now he wanted 13 though. That's what you want.
I wanted what?
You said 13. You want 13 or 14?
No, I wanted.
You said Matthew.
Yeah, that's what I wanted right there. All right, that's what. Oh, 1 Corinthians 1:19. That's what I wanted.
You got that on y'all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 19.
Oh, yeah.
And it reads, "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent."
See, the people that we look at right now, we think they're wise, but the Lord is destroying their wisdom right now. That's what we're doing in this school. We're destroying the wisdom of the people we've been looking up to for years. We're showing that everybody that we've been learning from been lying to us, and they don't know what they're talking about. And we showing it to you out of the same book that they be lying out of, in the correct context. Keep reading.
Verse 20. "Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not God made foolish the wisdom of this world?"
So you hear what they're saying? Now they talking noise. Right. Like, where they at? Who finna come cut us? Right. Who finna come tell us that what we saying is wrong? The Lord is making foolish the wisdom of this world. Right. The Lord is making Christianity look foolish with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Go ahead, What
about the other camps that come up against this camp and make them look foolish out there in the public?
The other camps that come up against us, do they ever come up to us and talk to us? No. What happened yesterday at camp? With IUIC?
We just try to invite them over to say, peace and shalom and happy Sabbath and all that.
Nah, we ain't trying to do that. All I said was shalom. Okay. And they ain't even look at me. Right. They were scared to look at me. Right. You know why they were scared to look at me? Because they didn't want to talk about the Bible with us. They ain't got nothing to say to us. Go ahead, huh?
As far as the other camps, sir, they are falling by the wayside. Every year, there's another camp being destroyed by the white man.
Right. You damn right. Because, see, the white man tried to come in here and infiltrate and destroy us. The white man sent an FBI. He had a covert nigga come in here. Right. Under the FBI. This nigga was like, I'm going to pay you $3,000 a month. Go in there and find out some intel and see what's going on in there. He was like, all right. And he came in. He was like, no, I can't even do it. Right. He was like, man, these niggas solid. Now he an officer in the school in another city. Now he in the school. They sent the brother in here to infiltrate us, and the brother got sucked in, and now he in the school. That's what the truth do to you. So we right. Go ahead, go ahead.
On the Vice, the cat who was interviewing Captain, Commander General Hanna was like, man, I almost got pulled tuned in just from the time I was interviewing him.
You damn right, because the truth will set you free. It'll set you free from the lies and deceit and everything that you've been taught. The truth will set you free from that. So that's what happened. The brother came in. They sent him in to infiltrate us, and he came into school and is an officer in the school.
That's right.
He turned down the FBI money. They was like, well, you know, your daughter, she needs her medicine. She's sick. You ain't got the money. He was like, the Lord will make a way.
That's right.
See, they are used to niggas that'll sell out for money. You know what I'm saying? But when you find you a nigga that's not going to sell out, you can't break them. They hate them kind. And that's all we got in here. All we got is niggas that the white man hate because we don't fold for money. You know what I'm saying? No, that's messed up, man. And that's what this system, that's what this empire can't stand. A strong black man. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Okay, now, let me see if you pay attention. How are we going to be saved? Read it again, out here.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
How are we going to be saved in this life that we live in right now? Are we going to get guns and put an army together and fight the white man and, you know, and get the victory? What is the Lord going to use to free our people?
That's right.
Say it loud. Teaching. They look at what we doing going to camp like this. Them niggas out there yelling and talking out loud and stuff. That's what the Lord using to save our people.
Right.
The foolishness of teaching.
Right.
You looking at it like it's dumb, but look at this room. You feel me? You think that what we saying is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but we got a room full of people in here.
Right.
From just teaching. We ain't doing nothing but teaching. That's it. And it's waking our people up. Go ahead.
When you say foolishness, it's the foolishness like, you know, not just the, or like in the word, but like, you know, how they look at them.
How it looks, right.
You know what I'm saying? How we dread, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The dreads and all that.
Right. They looking at us, they like, man, them niggas look like cowboys, man, them niggas look like Power Rangers, man, them niggas looking all funny and stuff, and they out there talking and doing all that stuff. Man, them boys tripping. That's how the Lord gonna save us.
Right.
With that tripping that you seeing.
Right.
Go ahead.
Somebody thought you guys was a rock band yesterday.
Yeah, they thought we was a rock band. They can think whatever they think we are the priests and prophets of the Lord. That's what we are. And if you think we ain't the priests and prophets of the Lord will send a goon to show you that he.
Real talk.
Yesterday, there was a brother out there in camp that was talking noise to us and was like, you know, forget y'all, whoop de whoop de whoop, and all this and this and that. And the Lord just made a brother just snap.
Right.
And he was like, nigga, I'll slap the mess out you. Yeah, now, what? They can't stop me. I ain't with them.
Right.
The dude's like, started backing up, and the dude, the brother got at the brother, and the brother was running down the street from his brother.
Crying.
In tears. And then the brother just came back, just regular, like, yeah. And he like, oh, just, you know.
Yeah.
The Lord put the spirit on that brother to put vengeance. You understand? You out there playing with his priest and prophet, the Lord sends somebody that ain't affiliated, that can't get the school in trouble, ain't gonna be no charges on us. A random person, random pedestrian, like that one white dude that was talking to us at the camp.
Right.
The brother standing in front of the camp, reached in this pocket, and came out with a slap from hell. I'm talking about slap the taste out this white boy's mouth. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Brother, we did not tell him to do it. The white boy was talking too much noise. The brother got mad and got tired of hearing it.
Pink, pink.
And slapped the mess out of him. In Indianapolis, the brother was talking noise against the priests and prophets. Black dude walked up on him, slapped him on camera. The teaching didn't stop. Just like the teaching didn't stop yesterday. Just like the teaching didn't stop the day the dude got slapped. The Lord protects us. We don't got to do nothing. Through the foolishness of teaching is how the Lord is going to save us. And how he is saving us. You understand?
That's right.
Go ahead.
It's Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
Right.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
You see that? We are the Lord's messengers. Right. You think you're finna come out there and talk against us and you just finna make it?
Right.
Lie. Right. No, in the Hebrew. It ain't happening. Now, let's get to the good stuff. Now we about to get ready to go. That means we 15 minutes away. Now, let me get Tobit 13 and 16. And let me get Revelations 21 and 18.
I'll get Toby. You said Toby what?
13, 16.
Tobit 13 and 16.
All right, I got that.
What's up in Revelation?
Revelations 21 and 18. Read Revelations first.
Book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 18. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold.
Now, you hear that? Now we're talking about the kingdom of heaven. So this place is going to be destroyed. We're going to destroy this place. The Lord going to destroy this place. 2/3 of our people are going to die. 1/3 going to be saved. 144,000 going to be ruling under Christ. Now we're talking about the building of our kingdom. Now we're talking about this empire being fallen, being destroyed, and now it's talking about the kingdom that we're going to walk into. Go ahead.
Oh God. Like unto clear glass.
Now, read that part one more time. Hold on, where you at? Let me get this.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 18. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass.
Keep reading. Now, this pure gold, like unto pure glass. What that saying? Who talks like that? Black people. Alright. Gold glass. You know what I'm saying? Glass house. You know what I'm saying? That's in the Bible, man. Keep reading.
Verse 19. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedonic, and the fourth an emerald.
Keep reading.
Verse 20. The fifth
sardius.
The fifth sardius. The sixth, the fifth sardonyx. The sixth sardius. The seventh chrysolite. The eighth beryl. The ninth a topaz. The 10th chrysoprase. Farsis, right? The 11th a jacinth. The 12th an amethyst.
Now, amethyst. How many stones did he just read?
12.
12 stones. How many tribes is in the nation of Israel? 12. The kingdom of heaven is for who? So, but there's 18 nations on earth. What are they going to be doing? Building. Give him a hand. You understand? You ain't got a place in their kingdom. They ain't going to have a place in your kingdom.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 21. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls.
Wait a minute. Now think about this. The 12 gates were what?
12 pearls.
Each gate is going to be a big pearl. A big old pearl is going to roll and shut, and that's going to be one gate.
Right.
Keep reading.
Every several gate was of one pearl.
You see that? Keep reading.
And the street of the city was pure gold.
Like what?
As it were transparent glass.
Another glass house. You know what I'm saying? Like streets of gold like glass. Pure. Go ahead.
All we doing is imitating the Most High because his throne sits on a river of crystal.
Right.
You understand?
That's right.
A river of crystal flows out from his throne.
Right.
You understand? So we gonna have glass that look like gold in the streets.
That's right. Ain't nobody got no kingdom that look like glass.
Right.
That's gold. You know what I'm saying? I think the Arabs got something they got something in Dubai that's kind of like, I don't know if it's gold or not. You know what I'm saying? But it's something like this. It's a glass building that looks some type of color. But read what you got in Toby. Now watch this. This is beautiful to me right here.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 3, verse 16. For Jerusalem shall be built with the sapphires and emeralds and precious stones.
You hear that? Jerusalem is going to be built with sapphire and precious stones. Read.
Thy walls and towers and battlements with pure gold.
The walls is going to be built of pure gold. Read.
And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle.
Now, hold up, wait a minute, come on. Which one of these ballers out here got some carbuncle? Who you know got a carbuncle? Carbuncle chain. Carbuncle grill. You ever heard of carbuncle? Can you go to TV Journey and get you some carbuncle? Can you get you some Sardis? How many of y'all got Sardis grills? You don't even know what it is. The streets are going to be so glorious, it's going to be full of jewels you ain't never even seen. The only jewels we know about is diamonds, gold, and rich and rubies. You know what I'm saying? We look at rubies like it's precious. Carbuncle, streets, burl walls, burl. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be glorious. Keep reading.
And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle and stones of Ophir. And all her streets shall say, Hallelujah.
Wait a minute. What's going to happen?
All her streets shall say, Hallelujah.
The streets is going to be like, Hallelujah. You understand? The streets are going to be so glorious, it's going to be giving praise to the Lord.
Right.
Read.
And they shall praise him, saying, Blessed be God, which hath exalted it forever.
See that? Now, who don't want to give up weed for that? Like, straight up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on the cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mean to tell me a blunt is more important than walking on carbuncle streets? Man, I don't give a damn about a blunt.
Right.
I don't give a damn about your wife. Like, I ain't looking at your wife. That's your wife? Most High Christ, brother. There's plenty of other fish in the sea. You understand? Like, all that other stuff that we were doing in the world, none of that is worth getting this. You want to be a baller in heaven.
Right.
In the kingdom of heaven. Don't be a baller in a place that's finna fall. You know what I'm saying? That's like trying to be a baller in the hood and the feds finna start kicking dough in 3 weeks. You trying to get you some swangers in South Bank, and then the laws is about to come kick those South Bank. They've been doing a sting operation for 400 years. And as soon as you become a baller in the hood, that's right when they about to kick dough. Nah, man. Forget that. I want to be a baller in the new hood that's coming. The kingdom of heaven, ruled by blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? That's real black supremacy is the kingdom of heaven. And it's worth giving up this world. It's worth being born again. It's worth everything that I thought was right. It's worth giving that up. Because you're going to see stuff you've never seen before. And you're going to be a part of it in a righteous way to where you can make real moves. We in here for power. Men, this is, what is heaven called? It's called the what of heaven? The what?
Kingdom.
The queendom? The princedom? The princessdom? The kingdom. So who going to be ruling it?
King.
Men. Oh, okay. I mean, if I would have said it's the kingdom of heaven, they would have been, ah! The kingdom. You understand? This is for us to rule. This is for us to have, we going to be ruling it. You've been in hell for far too long. You've been at the bottom for far too long. To see that breath of fresh air says forget all of that. That's the breath of fresh air you've been waiting for. We're going to pass the class over to precinct officer who? Amatazai.
Real bigger, man.
All right, these are the security announcements. We are the Isupk, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters: when a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are held to shed, they are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. Ma'ashara means 10th in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or a teacher, a priest. The priest fund, free will offering for a priest, and it's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Right. December 1st. Hanukkah is December 1st, Feast of Dedications.
First book of Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61.
First book of Maccabees, 4 and 52 through 61. All right. And then
I was going to say the
and if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And the Passover is April 20th.
Let me see it real fast. Before we move forward, everybody check out Just Laundry product.
Right.
You understand? The sisters is doing an awesome job. We got our own detergent company. You understand? Called Just Laundry. It's moving. I wanted to say something else, but it's moving like it's moving. You understand? It's moving like we was in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like it's being pushed. You understand? And the Lord is with it. What's the link to the page?
It's on etsy.com/justlaundryproducts.
Do you hear that, sister? You heard the professionalism kick in? It's on what?
Etsy.com.
It's Etsy.com. ETSY.com. And what is it called? /Just Laundry Products. Check it out. I'll tell you, them sisters, that you wash your clothes and your whole house will smell like you done cleaned up.
Real talk.
I'm talking about for real, for real. I'm speaking I'm speaking from experience. Your clothes will have your house smelling clean.
All day.
Telling you, it's some bad stuff right here. So with that, Amajim, which means stand up, Sar, which means turn. We want to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. We're going to get out of here.
Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Quadah. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Alapaka. Taba'ah. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Asha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalakanawa. Kabawatanawa. Kasalakanawa. Kabawakinawa. Wala'ah. Tabayanawa. Banasayanawa. Abal. Hawashayanawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha Allah. Waha Tapara. La'awalamyam. Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. Power and the glory. Forever. So be it. Amajim. Sar, which means turn. We're going to give 2 courtesy salutes. One to the brothers and one to the sisters. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yazimata. Sar. And then you turn to the sisters. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahweh Shema Allah B'Ashim Yahushua. Yazimata. Dismiss.
Outside, you in the crib with the room outside. I get it on outside. From the dust to the dawn outside. So when the morn outside, get the breakfast, they drawn outside. Outside, outside.